Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be looking at a cryptocurrency named Quant or QNT. This was a requested video from one of my followers on TikTok, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Alright guys, so looking at the chart real quick, you can see that Quant is sitting at $105 from its all-time high of $400. Now normally I wouldn't look at a coin like this because it's so expensive, but you're going to see in a couple of minutes why I think this coin could actually be worth maybe $10,000, maybe even more, maybe even the price of Bitcoin. All right, so taking a look at the 24-hour volume, you can see that it's at $20 million. It's up about 31% in the last 24 hours. Now, the most interesting part about this chart is basically you can see the max supply sitting at around 14 million tokens, which is amazing. Bitcoin has 21 million, and this has even less of a supply than Bitcoin does. And the most impressive thing is it probably has a better use case than Bitcoin as well. So given the use case and given the supply, I think this could actually be better than Bitcoin. All right, so let's learn a little bit about this network. So Quant Network aims to address blockchain's interoperability issues by using the Overledger DLT operating system. But who is behind Quant Network? Gilbert Verdian established the Quant Network in 2015 to improve the effectiveness of information communication worldwide. Gilbert proposed this after learning that DLT could address the issues he was running into while serving in the government of the UK and Australia. Quant is an open-source communication protocol that offers a network for business and developers to connect to and communicate with various DLTs simultaneously. DLTs are distributed ledger technologies. Quant Overledger DLT Gateway, also referred to as Enterprise 5, supports multiple blockchains including Bitcoin, Hyperledger, Ethereum, R3 Corda, and BNB. Quant, or QNT token, is a native cryptocurrency of the Quant Network. QNT is a ERC20 token. However, it is a blockchain independent and can easily switch to any other blockchain. The Swiss Financial Market Supervisory Authority governs QNT as a utility token that aims to give users online access to an application or service. Developers require QNT tokens to build on the Overledger platform. However, licenses to use Quant Network services are purchased by developers using fiat currency, which is then converted to Quant crypto by Quant Treasury. This implies that business can make compliant purchases without dealing with exchanges. Similarly, payments for read and write operations to Overledger must be made in QNT based on fiat value. That's QNT Treasury converts to QNT tokens. Additionally, if developers decide to monetize their applications, they can charge subscriptions in QNT, fiat, or other digital currencies. Moreover, in order to use multiple decentralized applications, or MDApps, and access the Overledger ecosystems, end users will also need to hold QNT tokens. For instance, they will need QNT to renew their license key annually. All right, so how does Quant Network work? The Quant Network aims to solve blockchain interoperability issues using Overledger, an application, a programming interface, API, gateway that supports several distributed ledgers. An API is a means of communication between two or more computer programs. The Overledger operating system allows programmers to develop MDApps that support widely used blockchains. The Quant Network is able to do this thanks to the Overledger protocol architecture's 4 separate layers. The transaction layer. Transactions that have been verified using distributed ledger technology are stored at this layer. This implies that another ledger cannot confirm already validated transactions. By consolidating all related activities onto a single layer, Overledger simplifies the actions required to reach consensus across various blockchain domains. The messaging layer is a shared channel where transactions from all ledgers are recorded. In contrast to the transaction layer, which is divided into separate ledgers, this logical layer pulls all transactions-related information, including smart contracts data and messaging digests from each ledger into transaction layer. The transaction layer is unaware of the content of the messaging layer since the information about the transaction is wrapped, allowing all transactions from all ledgers to be combined. The messaging layer's messages that are referred in the digest of out-of-chain messages are filtered and ordered by this layer. Additionally, this layer makes sure that the message complies with application needs and schema. For instance, a program can require that a specific quantity of coins can be moved for a transaction to be acceptable, or it might only allow transactions from to a particular address. The application layer assumes control over all other layers by establishing the guidelines and methods of interacting with the blockchains. Each multi-chain application is segregated from the other in this layer. To use Overledger, multi-chain applications must establish two sets of rules, one necessary and the other optional, which specifically specify how to communicate with other users and programs and the Overledger system. Applications can interact with one another by sending message via the messaging layer. These messages can be passed from the filtering and ordering layer to the application layer if they comply with the requirements of the other applications. So let's take a look at some of the use cases. So Overledger Network offers interoperability through Overledger DLT gateways using tools such as representational state transfer application programs, interface REST API to connect several commercial, private, and public distributed ledger technologies. REST APIs are intended to make the most of existing protocols while enabling developers to create apps without downloading any brand new libraries or software. When a user is logged into an Overledger DLT protocol, data can be transferred between any two of the system's blockchains. Another use case is it facilitates communication between several blockchains using the Overledger DLT gateway. Without engaging with ledgers on an application level, Quant Overledger DLT gateway enables the communication between several blockchains. In addition, it offers future-proof scalability without forking or consensus needs for dApps, MDApps, and by interacting with many ledgers at once. All right, so I just read you guys an article that basically summarizes what Quant is, and I'm just going to break it down for you in layman's terms. All right, so I just read a big article. What does this all mean? Let me explain it to you. So in English, basically what Quant is trying to do is to combine different cryptocurrency networks. Now, in today's world, there are thousands of networks that do kind of different things. And Quant aims to kind of combine all of those things, so you could use different networks on the Quant through Quant. Now, the Quant token itself has its own kind of utility, right? Because it's used to kind of facilitate the making of, let's say, decentralized applications, right? And basically, if anyone wants to use or buy something on the Quant network, they would have to use the QNT token. Now, because of the ambition of this team and kind of the goal of the team to basically interconnect, it even says on their website, their mission is to help their customers dramatically reduce the time to market, creating new revenue lines, mitigate risk with technology solutions that unlock the power of blockchain for everyone, making it simple, trusted, and future-proof. So this token's utility is actually based off of their mission. So one of their missions are basically interoperability, where they believe the future of finance will be built on interconnected networks with value in the form of smart money, tokenized assets, and information flowing freely between them. And because of their Overledger technology, it allows blockchains to kind of communicate with each other, making the network a lot easier to use as compared to others. It is a project that's already getting a lot of traction and a lot of attention from companies and big businesses for their use case and utility. Here are some of the companies already interested in their technology. And basically, just to sum it all up, what they're doing is basically they're introducing distributed ledger technology to everybody, and they want to make the DLT interoperable. This is a great use case because it makes the tracking of transactions from blockchain to blockchain even easier, which a lot of people are going to want. So I think this is like buying Bitcoin at $100. So this is going to be huge, and I think people will flock to it once they realize what this is. So I hope that helped, and if you guys have any questions, let me know. See you.